Tehoronhiatenion yujats, danu Teiowerente, not the wago siriagu.
Tehoronhiatenion McComber yujats, danu Teiowerente, not the wago siriagu.
And this first one here is actually staghorn sumac. If it was in the fall, we would see huge clusters of seed pods, and that's used as a medicine, has a lot of vitamins. So I don't consider myself a medicine person, but I know trees and I work with wood, and I know which trees were used in different ways to help our people in the past. I think it was just because I worked with wood and trees and was in the forest all the time, I ran across people who had that interest. And I said, well, since I'm spending so much time in the forest, I started to learn a few of them. I already knew what the plants were, but I really didn't know what they were for. But listening to other people, other elders, and people who had interest in it, then I gradually picked it up. Oh yeah, it's benefited me because by working with the wood and learning these things, then you get to see how important these things were for us culturally. Not only in the past, but even today we still make wooden lacrosse sticks out of hickory. In fact, lacrosse is a medicine game for many people. In the creation story and in different stories, the Red Willow always came up. So for me, I always saw those when I was growing up, and then some generations of people, if the kids were acting up, they would have to go out and cut their own red willow, and then they would get hit with it. So they got medicine right away. But I think when they do fasting, that's part of it. In our culture, we call it a red willow. It's actually a red osier dogwood. It has white flowers in the spring, then a whole cluster of little white like berries. It's very culturally significant for us. It's used in a lot of ceremonies for fasting, and we have a lot of it here in Kahnawake.
I think I was born into it. Kind of almost didn't make it, if you want to put it that way, because I was born on the bridge. To me, when you're born over water, that says a lot. So I think I was born into medicine. But when I really picked it up, I think was probably when I was 7. I think people really know. They just don't think they know. I was always told that everything you need to know in your lifetime is in here. And it's the responsibility of our elders, our faith keepers, our teachers, our parents, our aunties, uncles, everybody who's around us to help us to unlock that. The first medicine's here, right? So you really need to know who you are. Because when you're helping somebody, it's not you, it's not your ego that's helping somebody. You're supposed to keep this clean to allow the Creator to come in to help. If you're gonna think about learning medicines, walking with medicines, learning your medicines, you need to start learning about who you are. Your gifts, your medicines are all really about you. Do your Honda Gari with Dekwa and the way you do it. There's no set way. It could be as simple as, oh my God, good morning. Saying good morning to yourself, to the Creator, to whoever or whatever's in your space. That's the biggest thing I would say to somebody. And trust that other people can help you, because you can't do it alone. I think we need to have some type of a community symposium where it's all our natural helpers and healers. It's really nice when someone steps up and says, I can come and talk to the kids. I think it'll inspire the young people to want to, even using our crafts, if you want to call it, beadwork, loom work, quill work, wampum beads, using all that energy to create something to give back to those people who come to share. That's medicine right there, because what you're doing is you're creating friendships and bonds. If I was to go out and pick medicine for myself, always in the morning when I do my Honda Gari with Dekwa, I ask for help. I ask the Creator and my helpers to come show me what it is I need for the day. And usually I burn tobacco, and that's what I go with. And I trust that. I never question that. But when you ask for anything, you have to use tobacco, because you're creating a pathway for creator spirit to come in to guide you.